Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Nike, Soviet Far East Command 8.5. Okay, I have to do a correction on the fly for something I forgot a couple of turns ago. I'm going to put this one off to border lines being difficult for me to see sometimes in certain colors. The Soviets have occupied eastern Xinjiang for the last two turns. That threatens the missile silo in western Tibet. So the Chinese are owed some chances for counterforce release. So let's correct that. We owe them rolls from turn 6 and turn 7. And that's going to be 6 dice each time. So, there it is. They got it on turn 6, actually. So let's go over here to the Chinese dashboard and see what that release entails. Wait a minute, I already had them down for counterforce release. Oh, I guess I must have remembered to do it or something. Okay, then never mind. I thought I had overlooked it. Huh. Yeah. Battlefield confusion. All right, never mind all that. We just go to repair. Yes, there is going to be some repair. There are 2 damage on the minor airbase in Beijing that are being paid off, and 3 damage on the major airbase in Vladivostok that are being paid off. Okay, now we go to purchase. 12 on 2 mechs and 2 spags, 6 on an attack chopper, and 2 on a paramilitary. And now we go to combat. And it's probably going to be easier to do that from up here. Okay, first thing, we're going to have theater missiles. The theater missile in Novosibirsk is going to move 1 space up to Zavkhan, which allows him to shoot 1, 2, 3, 4 into Zhejiang to target the major army base that already has 2 damage. The theater missile in Vladivostok will shoot 1, 2, 3, 4 into Zhejiang to target the minor air base. Or the major air base already has damage, so it's being shot at. Vladivostok is shooting at the minor army base. Get that right. Okay, second thing, there's going to be a surgical strike on Zhejiang. We've got 3 attack bombers over here in Vladivostok. They can go 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to go in and drop battlefield nukes. The Tu-22M, there you can see him. The Tu-22M from Vladivostok's going 1, 2, 3, 4 in there to carpet bomb. There are no SAMs, no SPAGs, and since the major airbase is damaged, the early gen fighters in that zone cannot scramble to defend. All right, so that's the surgical strike on Zhejiang. Next, we're going to have an attack on Qinghai. Everything from eastern Xinjiang is going in. The artillery is going to shoot chemical. The SRBM in southern Manchuria is going to shoot a chemical missile 1, 2 into the fight. The 4 artillery in Beijing are going to shoot battlefield nukes into the fight, and the air cav from Beijing is going one space to join the fight. Oh, wait a minute. No, cancel that. No air cav. Cancel the air cav. And the reason I'm not sending the air cav is the same reason I'm not sending any fighters or anybody in there. No air. These 3 SAMs and this SPAG have to go to the retirement box. And that's 4 fewer units that have to be killed in the battle. And then we're going to have a little bit of action at sea. We've got this SSN and SSG here in P17. So from P16, 2 destroyers and 5 ASW choppers are going to go in there and try to sink those Chinese subs. And I believe that's that. Yes, that's that. So, first up, let's do some strikes with theater missiles. So we're shooting at a major air base. Okay, that missile is shot down. We're shooting at a minor army base. That one misses. So the theater missile goes in and gets 10 damage. Which I would say probably effectively puts that base out of the war. The Chinese, they're not going to have the money to spend to repair that, I don't think. Okay, so there's 10 damage there. Now I think we will go ahead and do the surgical strike on that zone as well. That we're going to do over here with the mobile dice tray, so we can be over here where the action is. Okay, so we have, as I said, there's no air defense and there's no scramble. So TU-22M goes into carpet bomb and misses. Now we've got 3 attack bombers at triple dice. Okay, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. That hurts seriously. 7 hits. And no, none of those are target selects. Just the spy satellite let them shoot at full value. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. All right. Well, in order to have some kind of defense left, the Chinese are going to have to take the theater missile. That's 1. The 2 artilleries makes 3. The rocket artillery is 4. Marine is 5. Paramilitary is 6. And 1 of the light infantry. makes 7. Whew. That's harsh. That is the power of the surgical strike right there. Demonstrated for all to see. Okay, next we will do the battle in P17. So that's going to be 2 destroyers. We'll just have to roll them separate. So 2 destroyers at 4. They both miss. And now 5 ASW choppers at 3. And there's 1 hit. So they'll take the 1 hit on the SSN. He's going to defend. The SSG will go on silent running. There's a miss in defense. So the Chinese SSN comes off. And the SSG goes on silent run. All right, now we're going to have the fight in Qinghai, and I'll move that to the battle board. Okay, I got it laid out. There we are. So we will start with an artillery and an SRBM shooting chemical at 3. Okay, there's 2 hits. 2 first strike hits. Now we have 4 artillery. 2, 3, 4 artillery shooting battlefield nukes. There's not a single hit. Who'd have thunk it? Not a single hit. Okay, the Chinese are defending with a field artillery shooting chemical at 3. Those both miss. Okay, so 2 first strike hits have to be taken, obviously. The artillery and 1 paramilitary. All right, now that is mountain terrain, so the attacking land units are at -1. So we've got 2 SPAGs that are shooting because there is 1 EGF, so they get 1 shot each. Okay, there is an air superiority hit. That got cleared up. Air superiority hit. Okay, now we got 2 mechs at 2. They both miss. There's 3, 5, 7 MBTs at 3. Not a single hit. Wow. Okay, Chinese have a paramilitary in defense. That's a miss. EGF. That is a miss. Then they have 8. They want all communist Chinese red. They're going to have 8 light infantry defending. 6, 7, 8. Three hits in defense. Okay, so the air superiority hit by the attacker gets taken on the EGF. That's cleared off. And then 3 hits by the defenders. So kill the SRBM and kill the 2 spags. Okay, that's the end of round 1. The artillery now goes to its regular place. There we are. And I'm sure it's not, but sometimes these little doubts jump into my head. Infantry and vehicle class penalty in mountains, right? So the artillery are exempt. Okay, so they'll want those again, maybe. 2 mechs at 2. There is 1 general hit. Now there are 3, 4, 5 artillery at 3 for 1 hit. Bring that up to 2. And now 7 MBTs. There are 3 hits. Brings that up to 5 general hits. Okay, 1 paramilitary misses. 8 light infantry. 2 hits. 2 general hits in defense. Okay. Take the paramilitary as 1. And then 4 light infantry. Makes 5 and clears that off. 2 hits in defense. They kill the 2 mechs. That comes off. And we go again. So there's 5 artillery for 1 hit. And then 7 mechs, or MBTs. For the target select doesn't matter. For 3 hits, which moves that up to 4. And that is the number of light infantry the Chinese have left. So this is going to be the end of the battle. Throwing stuff in the wrong box. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders. They get nothing. Okay, the Chinese come off. They're kaput. I'll move that stuff back to the map off camera. The only thing we need to know for right now is that Qinghai is not worth any money. But we do need to get an FEC roundel on it. Okay, there we go. There is one combat that I forgot to mention. And that's going to be Inner Mongolia. These two light infantry from Dornogavi are coming down there to attack. These 5 fighters from southern Manchuria are supporting the attack. So I guess we'll just roll that right here. Okay, so 2 light infantry attacking at 1. Both miss. 5 fighters at 6. Okay, there are 2 hits. Only one's needed, they got 2. The lone light infantry defends. And he misses with a 9. So that guy comes off. And Inner Mongolia has been captured. Put a roundel on there. And we will go back and proceed with non-combat. So get the roundel on Inner Mongolia. Okay, non-combat. Okay, these 2 MBTs are going to move 1 space down to Beijing. This paramilitary goes from Dornogavi over to southern Manchuria. The attack bombers landed back at Vladivostok, so did the Tu-22M. The 2 destroyers are there in P-17 now. With a whole bunch of ASW choppers. The frigate from P8 goes 1, 2 down to join the fleet in P16. The SSG from P28 comes up to join the rest of the fleet. The SAM from Dornogavi goes 1, 2 into Beijing. And the theater missile from Uzbekistan goes 1 space into southern Kazakhstan. And I believe that's it for non-combat. So now we place some units. The attack chopper goes at the minor air base in Beijing. The paramilitary goes in eastern Xinjiang. The 2 mechs and 2 spags are going into Beijing. And I forgot to mention the 5 fighters that went in the Inner Mongolia attack also land in Beijing. Okay, that's it for placing units. Now we gotta collect some money. FEC is still at 16. And give me a second to total the bonuses. Okay, we got 16 base income plus 9 for possessed Chinese land zones, plus 1 for having all of Manchuria, and plus 1 for stage 2 of computers. Makes 27. Put that on there. Go back around here. And missiles. They did not shoot any missiles at all. So that's going to be plus 2. It's going to be plus 2 cruise missiles. Here we go. Plus 1 anti-ship missiles, so we'll just make that a green. And then that's going to be plus 1 P700. So we'll make that a green. And plus 1, 2, 3, plus 3 of the YJ8s. There we go. Ozark Outpost. Over and out.